everyone. My name is Kati Levoranta and I come from Rovio. I'm the Chief Legal Officer, and I do have a pleasure to have a couple of colleagues here with me. Harry will be speaking later on, or right after me actually, but I would like to quickly introduce our Privacy Officer Leena Kuusniemi, who is joining us as well here and hopefully participating in the discussion very actively. As said, Rovio is kind of like looking at things a bit. So, and guys we have as well here, but I think that guys you are more or less familiar to everyone, right? Okay, guys is our corporate affairs person here in Brussels. So, yes, what Mikko actually just said is very true from our aspect as well, and we do subscribe pretty much to all of that. However, I would like to emphasize a couple of points from app developers' perspective, and that's what concerns us mostly at this point of time when it comes to the privacy issues. So Rovio's mission is to delight the fans. So we don't call our end users, we call them fans. Because we believe that our success is very much depending on how well we can keep our current fans and how well we can attract our or future fans. And having that in mind, you of course can do this by different means. You can always come up with different games and put new features and things like that into there. But that's not the only thing. I think that the whole thing boils down to the user experience, the fan experience. And privacy comes into picture in this respect, because it is part of the experience. You won't actually get into the game before you do certain things which relate, for example, to privacy. And from our perspective, we've always been very transparent and open about the privacy-related issues. We want our fans to be absolutely clear what they are doing when they are accepting and pushing or pressing a button. So what kind of data we're collecting, if any, for what purpose, how it's going to be utilized, and so forth. And with this, let's say, goal in our mind, we definitely welcome the harmonization effort, because the fact is that many of the small and bigger app developers do struggle a lot when there are different legislations in different countries. In Europe, for example, it's enough to understand outside Europe, and if we still need to struggle with different countries and legislations within Europe, it really gets tough. And companies, app developers, as Mikko was mentioning, many of them are very, very small. Rovio was small at some point of time as well. And it's not the first thing that you start thinking about, unfortunately. You're creative people. You want to create a great game and have a nice user experience. However, of course, we are a size of a company already that we've been taking care of these things for a long time now and have the resources and ability to do that well, but not everybody. So in that sense, I would really, really encourage you guys to think about when you make the regulation that keep it very clear. We all want to comply with it. And it's the benefit for our fans and us as a company, us as a community, society, whatsoever, to make clear and ensure that whoever needs to apply that law or regulation can actually do that. If there are a lot of uncertainties around consent, when it's explicit, when do you need it, what is a child actually, what do you need when you're dealing with children, that just makes it so difficult that even though you try your best, you might by accident do something wrong. And that we don't want to happen. It's not anyone's benefit. And that comes back to the sanctions as well, that it's understood that maybe there needs to be something to force certain parties who would not comply. But then again, it should somehow be reflecting the damage caused by the action as well. So otherwise it's kind of like a loose cannon out there. But anyways, my conclusion, and before I let Harry to go, is just please keep it clear and simple so that we can actually comply, because that is our will as well. Thank you.